Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So today we are going to do a May mid-month energy check-in and also pretty much focus on this lunar eclipse that is happening mid-month May. If you guys missed my first videos for May, I will link those down below. They still applies now. Sorry, I'm filming really late because that was more about the solar eclipse, which affects us for about 6 months. I was going to wait until tomorrow to start filming these videos, but I was just sitting in bed or on the couch kind of restless thinking about this full moon eclipse. I'm like, well, I might as well get on camera and talk about it. So we're going to go through all the signs today and see how the rest of May will go for you, and especially focusing on this eclipse. So this full moon eclipse in Scorpio, no matter what your sign is, will likely be related to some kind of karmic ending. Some things from the past may reemerge, and it's meant to teach us lessons. So we'll see where this eclipse is happening in what house, but that's just the general theme. And then of course we're going to use the tarot to see. So make sure to watch for your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. Some people like to watch for their Venus sign. Just do whatever you feel called to do, but I recommend watching your rising sign first. That's the most predominant energy, and then after that will be your sun sign, and then after that moon. So if you listen to all 3 or 4, if you want to listen to Venus, then you'll get a more holistic overview of the rest of May and what is happening. And it's not even just May really, because we're talking about this eclipse. Eclipses have a long-lasting effect, like 6 months. So we'll see what's being released, get a better idea. And I don't know if I'm the only one that's feeling like a little uneasy and restless about this. I don't know, let me know down in the comments, and also let me know how the solar or partial solar eclipse went. But yeah, May's been a really active month. I was saying in the last video that prior to May, things felt kind of stagnant, but now we're in Mercury retrograde, we have the eclipse seasons going on, and then we have all these planets ingressing. So let's see, for the rest of May, the sun is going to Gemini, of course, on the 20th. Mercury in retrograde is going to go back into Taurus on the 22nd. And then we have Mars going into Aries and Venus going to Taurus at the end of the month. So a lot going on. And Jupiter just went into Aries as well earlier this month. So it's been an exciting month. And I'm feeling a little anxious to know what's happening. So let's get into it. Again, links will be down below for all of the signs. And watch last check-in too to get a full picture of the month. Hello, Aries. Let's figure out what is going on the rest of May, especially with this lunar eclipse. So we're going to be asking Spirit what's going on the next 2 weeks, what will be releasing, or what's going to go on with this eclipse for you, what people will be involved this month, the rest of the month. What is going on, Spirit, for Aries? If you hear anything, that's my cat. So, Aries. This looks like an Aries spread to me. I feel like you guys are ready for some action. We have here representing you the King of Cups, and then your environment is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like things have been pretty like balanced for you. Maybe you've been feeling more like stable emotionally, and maybe you've been feeling that stagnancy that I was talking about earlier in the previous months. This full moon eclipse is happening in your 8th house. So that actually makes sense. I was talking about how you have felt really balanced lately. Maybe you're afraid or something's going to come up this lunar eclipse that is related to like a fear or past trauma, potentially something involving other people's money or other people in general. Maybe just something in the past you might be worried is going to come up or will come up, and things have been kind of like smooth for you, and it might be a little rocky and bring up some old feelings, but I feel like you totally have got this. I feel like you guys are actually going to really enjoy the changes that come to this eclipse season, because we have for like what's going on during eclipse season, we have the Four of Wands. So that is like celebrating, spending time with family, having good time. Like it's like reaping the harvest. Like maybe you've been putting the work in, doing the shadow work, taking time to like work on yourself, and you're like, bring it on eclipse season, I can handle this. And you're really growing inside and out, and that's awesome. I feel like you're overcoming some past wounds, fears, whatever it is for you, specifically. In the past 2 weeks, we have the Eight of Cups. By the way, I haven't been showing it card up close because my nails are horrendous, but we're just going to ignore that. I tried to take it off with some gel remover, and it was like hours, and it wasn't working, so I just gave up. But okay, so eclipse season is going to go well. These changes are positive because you've been working on yourself, because in the past 2 weeks of May, we have the Eight of Cups. You realized something wasn't right, something was missing, you wanted more out of life, and you have taken action, I see, to find it. Maybe you don't know what it is yet, but you know something is not whole, something's not complete, something has not felt, like this Four of Wands energy, and you've been seeking that out. Like you've been working on yourself, I see. You've been trying new things, getting out there. I feel like you guys have been doing the shadow work, like I said. But I feel like you're still a little worried that you're not going to get what you want. So what you expect to be the outcome of the rest of May, we have the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Cups upright is like the Make-A-Wish card. So you might be a little hesitant since we have the Eight of Cups right before that. Like, you left some situation, maybe a relationship, maybe a job, something you ended or you're about to, and you're worried that it won't work out in your favor. Like, did I do the right thing? Type thing. So you're going to be questioning your actions. And for fears, we have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, things are, I think you made subtle changes, but all of a sudden it's like boom, like things are happening fast for you, like super fast speed. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I was ready for this. Like, I've set out on this adventure, like 2 8s here, but all of a sudden I'm like, have all this stuff going on. I don't know what to do. It's moving too fast. Maybe some of you actually will be fearing that you have to travel for some reason that you're not really wanting to do. Because both the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands could point to travel. And then we have another 8. We have 3 8s in this reading for you. We have, for what you want, is the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe you guys, for some of you specifically, maybe you did leave a job or something similar. You like left something you had going on that was stable for something better, and you're hoping to get that stability, that just be at peace with your work, be stable financially, like enjoy your job. Yes. 3 8s. Wow, there's that, 8 like represents, it's actually a great number. That like means success, but this is all about like change for you guys. And like taking action for your life for the better. 3 8s. 8 is a great number. That is power. You're taking control of your life, and you have more power, and you're realizing that. And for what happens next, how I realized you're like, hell yeah, bring it on. I can take on this new adventure. I'm ready to take this like leap of faith. I'm ready to work for what I think I deserve. You have higher self-worth. You might not know the destination, with the fears, the Eight of Wands, you're like, where am I going? It's so fast. But you're ready to make change, and that is happening. You're like excited. It's like fresh new energy, and that's amazing. And for other people involved with this, the rest of May for you, we have the Six of Pentacles. And there could be someone really kind that helps you. This could even be you being very generous. But this card shows like a very overall like good person that gives back to society, like helps people out. So maybe you were like afraid if you left a job or left a relationship, whatever it was for you specifically, and you took a risk, there's someone that is helping you. Like you definitely are supported. Maybe even for some of you, it's like divinely supported, but you are supported and you're getting the support if there is a little like hiccup, you know, and you need help financially or with something along this journey of yours you're on right now, you're going to get support. So that is wonderful. We have a lot of pentacles here. Maybe you guys have some earth placement, or there's other like earthy people in your life, or maybe a lot of these changes happening has to do with material possessions, work, finances. And that's interesting because this is happening, this lunar eclipse in your 8th house, and we have for other people involved 6 of Pentacles. So maybe someone else is helping you out with money, or maybe they used to help you out with money and now you're like going out on your own. Which is great. Like you're taking a risk. You're like, maybe you're moving out of your parents' house, or, you know, something like that, leaving a relationship that you were dependent on financially, but that's interesting. And then for the final outcome, we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So I see this as actually a good thing. Like when it's upright, it's like there's no flow of money. You're holding on too closely to your resources. Like there's just like no flow going on there. And like maybe you're overly greedy with your stuff. But since this is reversed, maybe you were like before going into this time period kind of stingy because you left this job or whatever, and you were worried about finances, but you're getting help and now you don't have to like hold on to things so closely. And for some of you, you might actually be letting go or like ending like material things. Maybe some of you guys like really loved spending money when you were stressed, or like, you know, retail therapy, or you just held such like things like in higher regard, but now you're like growing out of that phase and you're like, you don't need things to make you happy. You're looking for like people and experiences to make you happy. And like, that's a big growth thing for you. Maybe, yeah, like you're choosing like happiness and peace and love and all this stuff over your material items or job. Like maybe you were miserable in a job or a situation, and, you know, it was really like, what's the right word I'm trying to think of? Like fruitful is coming to mind, but you know, like maybe you made good pay, but you hated your job, or maybe you were like with someone that like made your life really stable, but you just didn't feel like that connection with them. And you were afraid to let go of something, like especially like, yeah, money related or job related, but you are taking a leap of faith and acting for whatever it is that you feel is missing in your life, and you're going for it. I still can't believe that we have 3 8s here, and this eclipse is happening in your 8th house, and then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So yes, there's some big changes here, but like it looks like you're really excited and it's going to go well. You guys are Aries, so you go for it, and I love that energy, and this has Aries all over it. But there is a little bit of fear about moving forward, advancing in life. You guys have to let me know how this resonated, if this is true. Is it a job or what's going on? And make sure to listen to your other signs too to get a complete picture. But I feel like you're becoming more independent is the big thing, especially with this eclipse. You're cutting ties with some kind of dependency on other people, or maybe people were dependent on you for finances or whatever. And you're becoming, independent, and it's going to be good for you. What else should we do? Let's do the astro dice to see what other energies. When I said that, it was 11:11 on the clock. Oh my God. I rolled Aries, 4th house, and Jupiter. I literally think some of you watching have left your house to expand your life and try new things. Like maybe some of you have finished school, or like there's some like milestone and you're like moving on and expanding. Some of you guys might even be expanding like your family or something like that. But we have Aries, 4th house, and Jupiter. The 4th house is all about like your foundations. We have here the 4 of Wands and Jupiter expansion. Maybe you guys like that also has to do with like the higher power, being more spiritual and less materialistic. And that definitely is like with the Eight of Cups here, going after like, you know, figuring out who you are, what's out there, letting go of like designer labels, not caring about that anymore, and really just wanting to know like the big picture of life. And like, yeah, I feel like you guys are having a great like spiritual mental expansion here, and that is awesome. I love that for you. Let's get a card here. Spirit, anything else? What's happening for the rest of May for Aries? We have mature man reversed. You know, this could be like someone's father or whoever that they're dependent on finances for. Or it could mean like the opposite, like this is a young personality, but I think that's what it has to do with, like cutting this dependency with like a father. It doesn't have to be a male, but someone more mature. Maybe like they were really helpful, like nothing wrong. Like they like helped get you where you are now, supported you and stuff. But you're like breaking free, and like you use the wisdom they gave you to go your own way. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Occupations on the bottom. Yes, I feel like this is job related for a lot of you. Wow, Spirit's coming through. But that's what I have for you, Aries. Again, let me know. I'm excited for you. It looks like positive change. Growth is happening, and that is always amazing. And I can just get the sense that you guys have been really working on yourself. So go you. Other video links are down below. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I do paid private readings for $25 only right now. So my email is down below if you're interested in that. But no matter what, I just hope you have a great rest of your May. I love you. Bye.